Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Donald. Today is January 28th, 2025, and we're here to keep you updated on all the headline-grabbing actions taken by President Donald Trump of his 8th day in office. If you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And remember, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll start live streaming daily updates, so spread the word. January 27, 2025 was packed with major developments, from transformative executive orders to geopolitical moves with far-reaching consequences. Buckle up as we break down all the critical actions, reactions, and implications. Let's dive right in. President Trump started the day by signing a series of executive orders targeting military policy. These moves have reignited debates over inclusion, readiness, and the purpose of armed forces. The transgender military ban, reinstating a policy from his first term, Trump banned transgender individuals from serving in the military. He cited concerns over unit cohesion, medical costs, and operational readiness. Supporters hailed the decision as necessary for maintaining focus on military objectives, while critics called it discriminatory and vowed to challenge it in court. Diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs eliminated. Trump ordered the termination of DEI initiatives in the armed forces, arguing that these programs detract from combat effectiveness. Proponents of this move claim it prioritizes merit and unity, while opponents argue it undermines efforts to create a more inclusive and representative military. This decision has sparked protests from advocacy groups and generated headlines worldwide. Increased defense budget. The administration announced plans to increase defense spending, with a focus on modernizing the nuclear arsenal and expanding the Navy. Critics questioned the necessity of such expenditures, especially amid calls for fiscal restraint. In a bold bid to establish the United States as a global leader in artificial intelligence, President Trump unveiled the Stargate project. This $500 billion initiative aims to revolutionize AI infrastructure and solidify America's dominance in cutting-edge technology. Key features of the Stargate Initiative: state-of-the-art AI data center. An initial $100 billion investment will fund a massive data center in Texas, creating over 100,000 jobs. Collaboration with tech giants. Partnerships with OpenAI, Oracle, and other industry leaders aim to accelerate breakthroughs in artificial general intelligence, AGI. Global implications. By positioning the US as a technological powerhouse, the administration hopes to counter rising competition from China and the EU. While supporters view this as a visionary step toward technological supremacy, skeptics have raised concerns about the initiative's costs and potential misuse of AI technology. One of the most dramatic developments of the day involved a standoff between the US and Colombia over deported migrants. After Colombia initially refused to accept deportees aboard US military jets, Trump retaliated with tough sanctions. These included a 25% tariff on Colombian imports and the revocation of visas for Colombian officials. Faced with these economic and diplomatic pressures, Colombia ultimately agreed to accept the migrants. This episode highlights Trump's aggressive approach to immigration enforcement and international negotiations. Trump signed an executive order allocating additional resources to border enforcement, including drone surveillance and rapid construction of border wall extensions. He also announced plans to expand detention centers to accommodate increased immigration crackdowns. Advocacy groups criticized these measures, labeling them inhumane, while supporters argued they were essential for national security. Addressing House Republicans at their annual retreat in Doral, Florida, President Trump laid out an ambitious economic and legislative agenda. Key highlights included immigration measures, completing the border wall and securing full funding for detention facilities, implementing strict penalties for businesses employing undocumented workers, tax reforms, extending the 2017 tax cuts and eliminating taxes on tips, social security benefits, and overtime earnings. A proposed tax credit for businesses that hire veterans and American citizens in high unemployment areas. Infrastructure investments. Trump teased a $1 trillion infrastructure bill aimed at revitalizing America's highways, bridges, and energy grid. While these proposals have drawn enthusiasm from his base, critics argue they could exacerbate the federal deficit. In a controversial move, the administration dismissed over a dozen Justice Department officials involved in prosecuting Trump during his previous term. These firings have raised concerns about the independence of the judiciary and allegations of political retribution. Legal analysts warn that this could undermine public trust in federal institutions, while Trump's allies argue it's a necessary step to restore fairness and accountability. Conservative outlets celebrated the move as a long-overdue housecleaning. Liberal commentators described it as an unprecedented assault on judicial integrity. January 27, 2025, was a day that showcased the bold, controversial, and transformative nature of President Trump's second term. From reshaping military policies to advancing AI, enforcing immigration laws, and laying out an ambitious legislative agenda, the administration is moving swiftly to implement its vision. Looking ahead, the nation remains divided. Supporters see these actions as decisive and necessary, while critics view them as overreach and deeply polarizing. As these policies unfold, the stakes for America's future couldn't be higher. What's your take? Are these bold steps the solutions America needs, or are they exacerbating division? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay informed. Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Donald. See you tomorrow.